Welcome to a SportsWire Summer Review. I'm Will Catterley. This week I'm at J.R. Tucker High School, where the boys soccer team really stole the spring sports headlines here at J.R. Tucker. A team that usually struggles to find wins had some serious success last season, especially early on, where they had a chance to move to 6-1-1 on the year, one of their best starts in school history. Of course, to do that, they'd have to beat arch rival Hermitage. So here it is, a SportsWire Rewind. It's Tucker versus Hermitage.
Could they get the home win against their rivals, Hermitage Panthers? Hermitage kind of knows who they are. They play defense. They have a great keeper. And he would be on display here early in. Often save by Sam Allberger. The ball gets away. Tucker keeping the pressure on. And they share the ball so well, as evidenced by these highlights. Chance here. Right on net. A chance gone awry. Still first half action, still no score. Another chance for Tucker. Check out this through ball. Oh, just missing the header opportunity. Oh, so close. The Tigers getting on the board. Great offensive opportunity. Hermitage, they didn't have many opportunities, but this might have been their best. Check it out. The shot just goes wide. Hermitage with a chance to poach one and take a 1-0 lead themselves. Back to the offense, though, and to the possession go the Tucker Tigers. That header's on net. Sam Allberger says you got to do better than that, buddy. It's 0-0 at the half, second half. More Tucker Tigers. How long would it take for them to get on the board? Tick, tick, tick. Can they get on the board? That ball goes wide. Under 10 minutes to play now. Still no score. The header, no. The clear, no. Probin, Kulal, goal! And Probin, improbably, puts Tucker up 1-0 with just under 10 minutes to play. See, there it is, 9:34, 9:33, and counting 1-0. And that would open the floodgates offensively for the Tucker Tigers. Hermitage trying to get out of trouble. Tucker keeping it in. Kulal, bam! Finds the back of net, fires it home. Goal number 2 for Probin, and he's been a problem for Hermitage. 2-0. Oh, can he get the hat trick? Probin! Ooh, off the outside of his foot, no doubt. Don't know how that didn't go in, but this one will. It's not Probin. It's one of their other goal scorers. Logan Fang! Finito! Finished! Bamboozled! Tucker, 6-1-1 on the year, and the fans love it as the Tigers get the win. 3-0 is your final.
We work hard, you know. That's how we win the game, every game. We work hard, team first.
The players. I mean, it's just flat out the players. We have guys that have been around for a couple of years now. They're hard workers, very talented, and that's what does it. These guys like to get out and they like to play ball. It shows.
And that success on the pitch took the Tucker Tigers all the way to the regional semifinals. Well, when you talk about gridiron greats, we think of Highland Springs, 3 straight state titles. We think of maybe Hermitage for their postseason and regular season success. We don't often think of the Tucker Tigers, especially after just a 5-5 campaign. But that didn't mean that the Tigers didn't have their fair share of marquee wins. After back-to-back resounding losses to Henrico and Deep Run, Tucker faced a tough task, taking on arch rival Mills Godwin.
J.R. Tucker getting excited for this one, taking on Mills Godwin. It's an old-time rivalry. Tucker with the win, if they were to win, could move to 3-2. A lot would depend on this guy, Patrick Taylor. He had a good drive going, second quarter, no score, same drive. Firing, finding, Tucker Tigers number 10. Dylan Jennings connects with his receiver, Michael Jackson. And that would lead to this. 1-yard touchdown plunge by who else? Patrick Taylor, and J.R. Tucker had the early 6-0 lead. The extra point would be no good. Godwin Eagles trying to come back. Tucker defense was good early and often. Almost was a fumble to the naked eye. They couldn't go to the review because they don't do that in high school. They just call it sack, down by contact, I should say. But then Godwin's gonna get the football back because Keontae Thompson drops the rock. Godwin football. Two teams trying to find their way. They tend to commit turnovers, like this one. A great-looking slant pass, but J.R. Tucker's Javon Henley was not fooled. He gets the interception. The Tigers still holding on to that 6-0 lead. And Patrick Taylor, I mentioned him earlier. This guy's a special set of skills. This is just a simple pitch to the left. There's nothing there. He comes back right. There's something there. Now he's going to go back where his blockers originally were, to his left. Look at them out there. And now he's got nothing but green grass. Patrick Taylor, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Out of bounds right at about the 2-yard line. Taylor does the dirty work. Keontae Thompson is going to finish the drive off with a rushing touchdown. Thompson would find pay dirt more than once. Touchdown, Tigers, and at home. Tucker, remember they started the season off 2-0, then they lost 2 straight and won badly to deep run a week ago, up 12-0 at the half, second half. Tucker's number 2, Sean Bowers, quarterback. He was making great inroads on the option, but Bryce Safferwich really got the offense ticking for the Eagles. Safferwich with a bag of chips. And a late hit out of bounds penalty too. Add in the pickle. So, 1st and goal. The pitch. Safferwich. They got him this time, all right. No, he gets away. Bryce Safferwich. Touchdown, Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Godwin. Right back in the ball game. Plus they make the extra point. It's 12-7. Anybody's ball game. When you give Safferwich the ball, and Tucker's offense is working wonders. And it was working through the air, something they haven't seen much. Jennings had a nice connection going with Michael Jackson. Gets a catch for the 1st down. Later, same drive. This time he's going to find number 14, Kendall Jackson. Couple of Jackson to Jackson. And if they had 3 more, it'd be the Jackson 5 driving down the field. Tucker. Same drive, coming into your living room. Keontae Thompson's 2nd touchdown of the night. So, the Tucker Tigers answer the call. Godwin scores a touchdown. They score right back, 18-7 with 4:26 left in the 3rd. Next drive, big run for Bryce Safferwich. He gets ahead of steam and gets inside the Tucker 20 would lead to this. Safferwich, his 2nd scoring touchdown of the night. Godwin not done, not by a long shot. It's a 1-score game. Once again at 18-13. Go to the 4th. Tucker Tigers, Patrick Taylor. I don't know where he went, but this is where he ended up. Big run. He cut back again. We'll talk to him later about his cutbacks. That's good for a 1st down and goal. The lead of this, Jennings, quarterback keeper. Yeah. Touchdown. Tucker Tigers. He moved to 3-2. You kidding me? 24-13 at that point. Ensuing drive. Biggest mistake of the game for Godwin. The fumble on the snap. Good teams take advantage. Will Tucker? Well, on this play, yes, they will. Hand it to Patrick Taylor. His 2nd scoring touchdown of the game. Rush for over 100 yards. Crowd absolutely loving it. So much so, this is an old rivalry, folks. Kids, your parents used to be in the stands where you are with this rivalry when they were younger, or they were playing on the field. Yeah, that's right. That crowd loved it so much that they even stormed the field. Yeah, big win for Tucker. They get this one at home. They got Hermitage next, so they really need it. 31-13, your fun.
I was really proud of how our kids responded. I think we had a few mental toughness issues in the last 2 games, and we talked about that a whole lot this week, and how that we've got a goal, and our goal, if we want to do what we want to do, we've got to beat Godwin.
Well, one thing's for sure, this team sure knows how to finish strong. When we come back, we relive the game against Glen Allen, where 2 running backs absolutely stole the show. That's next.
Don't always have time to watch SportsWire on your TV? No problem. Episodes are available anytime on the web at watchsportswire.com. And it works just as well on your phone. Watch SportsWire anytime, anywhere at watchsportswire.com.
Now for another 2-minute history report.
We all know about the blockbuster, World War II, the famous attacks, the military heroes. But what do you know about the prequel, the First World War? At the time, they didn't call it World War I. No one ever imagined there'd be another. It was known as the Great War, or the War to End All Wars. In the early 20th century, Europe had a bit of a different look. There were the Fab Four empires, ruled by monarchs who maintained a delicate balance of power. Then, in the summer of 1914, a group of assassins attempted to blow up Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand while he was touring Bosnia. The attempt failed, but later in the day, an assassin's bullet prevailed. In retaliation, the Austro-Hungarian Empire declared war on Serbia. Russia immediately came to Serbia's support, which motivated Germany to declare war on Russia. Before long, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Great Britain were involved.
Jolly good.
Everyone polarized into two groups, the Allied powers and the Central powers. New technologies dominated this world conflict. Tanks, machine guns, and airplanes changed the way armies battled. Trenches and tunnels became the new strategy, although that led to soggy problems. The British and German navies dominated the seas. Then in May of 1915, Germany sank the Lusitania, killing 128 Americans. President Woodrow Wilson demanded Germany change their tactics.
I demand it.
Germany appeared to comply, but later offered to finance Mexico in a war against the U.S., so the United States joined the war.
Oops.
A year later, on August 8th, the Allied forces began the 100 Days Offensive. This series of assaults forced the German forces back and eventually led to the war's conclusion. On the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, a ceasefire went into effect. Then came the Treaty of Versailles and the formation of the League of Nations. This war changed the landscape of Europe. Monarchs were out, the four great empires were gone, and new countries emerged. So here it is in a nutshell. Europe used to be led by the Big Four, until a bullet made Franz no more. Conflicts arose, triggering numerous hawks. Success meant machine guns, tanks, and dry socks. The ceasefire became a celebrated day, although the next war was just a few years away.
That was World War I in 2 minutes.
Welcome back to SportsWire Summer Review here at J.R. Tucker. Well, the Tigers football team had one game remaining, a trip to Glen Allen High School. This one featured two terrific running backs, Tucker's Keontae Thompson and Glen Allen's Devin Flowers. And by the time the dust settled, both had videos they could share with coaches across the nation. Over 1,000 yards combined rushing, over 10 touchdowns combined. Let's put it this way. This game was a nightmare for defensive coordinators, but for us fans, it was sure fun to watch.
Okay, hold on to your hats, folks. This is gonna be a crazy one. Glen Allen at home taking on J.R. Tucker. You ready for record-setting performances? Devin Flowers, you may have heard the name. Early first quarter, Flowers gets it inside the one, and then they're going to finish the job off with Flowers. So crazy, we need the touchdown counter. That's touchdown number one. Okay, so Devin Flowers puts Glen Allen on the board, 7-0. Not a crazy game. It's second quarter, 7-0 score. That makes sense. Enter Keontae Thompson. Yeah, touchdown number 2 of the game. It'd be a 7-6 score with 11:54 to go in the second quarter. Now, both defenses had a really, really hard time, that's an understatement, stopping the opposing offense. But there were moments like this, turnovers that would turn the tide. On the kickoff, Tucker, Johnny on the spot, time for the touchdown counter, time for Keontae Thompson. That's number 3. He finds Painter again, his second of the night. It's 14-7. Okay, stay with me now. Still in the second quarter, back to the touchdown counter. Here's Flowers. Yeah, that's 4. And Flowers finds the end zone for the second time himself. And then after a stop on defense, one of the rare few, touchdown counter. Flowers all the way. You kidding me? Yeah, that's 5 touchdowns of Flowers. He finds the end zone once again, 21-14. Glen Allen will zoom in for this one. Still in the first half. That's 6. Javon Henley with the answer. Where there was a Flowers, there was a Thompson. Where there was a Thompson, there was a Flowers. Why is Glen Allen passing? Well, they did. That's intercepted. It's Henley again who got the touchdown earlier. All the way down the sidelines he goes. Into Glen Allen territory would set it up for this. Touchdown counters at 6. Who you want to get the ball to? Keontae Thompson sounds good. He finds pay dirt, strikes again. We're up to 7 touchdowns in this game. Keontae Thompson had something to do with just about all of them. It's now 28-21, third quarter. Glenn Allen striking back, right? We'll check this run out. Oh my goodness gracious, don't try to tackle me, number 4, Teray McCann. So good you gotta see this again. When Andy Jinks calls and it's only a 2-hour delay instead of a snow day. That's what that would be for as a good gift. Here it is again, and here's what the funny part is. He was still in bounds after he hit him. And he went out of bounds. Woo! Hit of the week goes to Mr. Devin Flowers, who will, number 8, find the end zone again. If you're keeping score at home, I'm trying to keep score myself right now. Glenn Allen tying things up later. The rain is really coming down on the kickoff. Here comes J.R. Tucker, who going into this one had an outside shot at a playoff chance. Touchdown counter is up. You know why? Because he's going to take it all the way back. Patrick Taylor, all the way to the end zone. 35-28 the score. Tigers back in front. We're at 9 touchdowns for the game so far. Flowers, oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Are you kidding me? Do you know he had 380 yards and, touchdown number 10. He had 6 touchdowns himself. Big day, fella. 36-35, Glenn Allen up by 1. Still back to the touchdown counter. How about Keontae Thompson? How was his night? It was, ho-hum. Number 11, 467 yards on the evening, 7 touchdowns. That is a Richmond All-Metro record. 467 yards in one game. How about Devin Flowers? There's touchdown number 12 of the evening. He finds pay dirt. He would rush for over 2,000 yards in a season. Do the math. 42-41 at this point, 146 to go in third. Do the math. 2,000 yards in a season? That's with 10 games. That's over 200 yards on average a game. Keontae Thompson says, Will, I got 467 in one game. Yes, you did, big man. 49-42. Got to go back to the counter. 13. Now we're in the 4th. This is just silly. Of his last 4 touchdown runs, this is one of them. Keontae Thompson went 60 yards, 54 yards again, and 53. Now Glenn Allen on the comeback trail. There's touchdown number 15 of the game if you're scoring at home. Donovan Reddick, 56-49. But it was too much. Keontae Thompson going for touchdown number 7. You got it, big man. What a performance by this Tucker Tiger. And, I would be sagging down too, blowing the shoulder a little bit, 63-49. Plenty of time left with the way this is going, right? Right, because Donovan Riddick gets his 2nd touchdown. That's touchdown number 17, and that's all she wrote. My goodness gracious, records abound. Over 1,000 yards rushing in this one combined. 63-56 the winner there.
And I still don't think I'll see anything quite like that game again. The Tucker Tigers finished just outside of the playoffs, and while the Tigers as a whole didn't win many team championships, they did have several individual champions. Heading back to spring sports, nobody came close to beating Kendra Smither in the 800 meters. This is her winning the regional championship, and her competition is way behind. But her success, it did not stop there. She went on to win the state title as well. Teammate Gabrielle Holiday won the state championship in the girls' discus. Well, let's go to wrestling, where Ryan Morton, weight class 138, he's gonna get the pin in the regional final. He pins it to win it, and check out the emotion. Morton takes it, but he wouldn't be the only Tiger. At 285, this is Kyle Starrett. He was a beast in his regional final match as he gets the pin as well. Tucker with 2 regional champs in wrestling. You know what? They were also dynamic in the pool. Regional finals. It's the 200-yard freestyle, and Chris Dolival is going to win a close one to take the title. He also teamed up with Matthew Whalen to win states in the 4x100 meter relay. Waylon took home the state championship in the 100 butterfly as well. Well, signing day is always a big deal, and it was historic for Tucker this past season. Congratulations to football star Michael Jackson, who signed with BMI. Then later in the year, Tucker, for the first time in school history, had scholarships in boys volleyball, as Owen Youngers and Terrell Boston signed. Youngers to Randolph-Macon, Boston to Bluefield. Hannah York signed with Eastern Mennonite in girls soccer, and Logan Fang in guys soccer went with BMI. And next year in guys hoops brings a new head coach. Adam Desgain takes the reins after playing for Randolph-Macon.
He went on to Randolph-Macon College, where he was all ODAC, which is the conference they play in as a senior. He was the captain of the team as a senior, participated in the Final Four at Randolph-Macon in 2010. He had 11 threes in a game, which was the most in Randolph-Macon basketball history. He's also got more wins in his career than any other player in Randolph-Macon basketball history, which would be 93.
He also was one heck of a player at Tucker, where he graduated in 2008. Desgain has coaching experience at Glen Allen and James River as well. And that'll do it for us here at Tucker. Remember, though, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on SportsWire.